this issue is very personal to me because I was a victim of MGM. My mother did it because that's what everybody did at the time. So most people, I think, go into it thinking that, oh, it's not a big deal. It's just something everybody does. They feel like it's just something they have to do. And they really don't realize how they're harming their child, I think, at the time that they do it. I think most people get a sense, some sort of sense that they are hurting their child, but they think that it's necessary. And that's very concerning to me, because if people, the way I see it, there's 4 main reasons why male genital mutilation still happens. One is conformity. They want to be just like everybody else. Another is ignorance. They don't know why the foreskin is valuable. They don't know how cutting the penis of their boy harms him. Another is religious reasons. And another is profit, because a lot of hospitals, doctors make lots and lots of money from doing this surgery. It's the most common surgery performed in the U.S. And it only takes 20 minutes to do the surgery. And I've heard doctors make an average of $300 every time they do it, I believe. Could be more or less depending on, insurance or whatever. But you add that up, that's a lot of money at the end of the year. So that's why doctors keep pushing it on parents. And if you're a parent in a hospital and you don't know about this, you're probably going to do it just because the hospitals are going to want to get that money from you. I'm still angry about it, don't get me wrong. And I don't think that's ever going to change. I'm damaged for life, but after a while you just kind of have to accept that there's not much I can do about that. All I can do is help save other people from being mutilated like I was. I've heard every argument. I'm kind of numb to it because it's always the same thing over and over. Same excuses for, why they cut their children. You just kind of learn how to live with that. It's also been great that the intactivist community is growing. There's more and more of us out here every single day, and it's great that we can be out here together and support each other. Because I feel like there's a lot of men out there who have been hurt by this issue, but they're afraid to speak up about it, because most of the time, if they do speak up, they'll be ridiculed by people. People they don't give them a counter argument or anything. They just ridicule and bully them. It's not just physical damage. The physical damage is undeniable, don't get me wrong, and that's not going to go away, but there's also emotional damage. There's also a sense of betrayal. So this is another reason, by the way, why I think it's so hard for a lot of mutilated men to come to terms with the fact that they were damaged, because no man wants to really think of his penis as damaged. He wants to think it's the best penis in the world, right? And it can do what it's supposed to. But the truth is we are damaged, and that's a hard thing for a lot of men to accept. And it's also hard for a lot of men to accept that their parents, their own parents who were supposed to protect them, gave consent for them to be cut. If I met a couple who was thinking about circumcising their child, I would try to approach them in a not as much of a non-adversarial way as possible, so that they're more inclined to listen, and just tell them what the foreskin is useful for. I think most people, they don't even know that the foreskin is useful. They don't know that it has the highest concentration of nerve endings in the whole penis. They don't know that it glides back and forth during intercourse to make penetration smoother. It's actually, most women say they experience less pain, or they're less sore after sex with an intact man than a circumcised man. So I would just try to make them aware of those things, and also, if possible, show them the surgery, because a lot of people, they don't see what's being done. When I've said this before, for the first moment that I saw the surgery, I saw a video of circumcision being done to an infant, I knew immediately this was wrong, because it's bloody. The baby's crying his eyes out. They have him restrained to a circumstraint, and it's blatantly obvious, I think, to anybody with a little bit of empathy to look at that and say, oh, maybe we shouldn't do this to our child. That's pretty barbaric. We live in the age of information now, so this issue has come a long way. There's a lot more people speaking out against it. More and more people are going to learn the truth, and it's going to get out there, whether you like it or not. Hopefully we can save some babies.
Okay.
And yeah.
Great.